This is a general meeting on Auroannam and land exchange. When today? It's called by Moita, Rolf and Ayapan. Today we have the wonderful Anita facilitating for us, so you'll hear more from her later on. Then we have an agenda. I'm going to do an introduction, which is essentially what I'm doing now. I'm now introducing the meeting and the idea. Then we're going to look quickly at the dream, the first page of Mother's Dream for Auroville, and we look at some suggestions from Sri Aurobindo on how to compose yourself during discussion. A moment of silence. Then we have some presentations, and then we will have some questions and discussion. So I'm just running through this quickly because we're late. Before I put the dream up on the screen, just talk to you quickly about the structure we've chosen for today's meeting. What will happen during discussion is we're going to ask you, if you want to speak, to put up your hand, and Partha's going to write your name here on this board. If you put up your hand again, after having already spoken once, we're going to put you into the second time speaker, which means you've already spoken before. So that means somebody else who wants to speak but comes after you, if you're putting up your hand the second time, will get preference over you, because we want to hear people who haven't spoken before and give them a chance to speak rather than hearing the same people speak again and again. So we will give preference to people that haven't spoken before in the order of speakers. We have a timer. You'll get, if you are talking, you have a maximum of 4 minutes to ask your question or make your statement. At 3 minutes, you'll get a warning saying that 3 minutes is up. Adara is our official timekeeper. All right.
Yes, he is.
Okay, all right, good. He's the official timekeeper, and he'll at 3 minutes, he'll say 3 minutes, and then you know you've got another 60 seconds to wrap things up. A dream. There should be somewhere upon earth a place that no nation could claim as its sole property, a place where all human beings of goodwill, sincere in their aspiration, could live freely as citizens of the world, obeying one single authority, that of the supreme truth, a place of peace, concord, harmony, where all the fighting instincts of man would be used exclusively to conquer the causes of his suffering and misery, to surmount his weakness and ignorance, to triumph over his limitations and incapacities, a place where the needs of the spirit and the care for progress would get precedence over the satisfaction of desires and passions, the seeking for pleasures and material enjoyment. And then we have some suggestions here from Sri Aurobindo. The psychic self-control that's desirable in these surroundings and in the midst of discussion would mean, among other things, 1, not to allow the impulse of speech to assert itself too much or say anything without reflection, but to speak always with a conscious control and only what is necessary and helpful. 2, to avoid all debate, dispute, or too animated discussion, and simply say what has to be said and leave it there. There should also be no insistence that you are right and the others wrong, but what is said should only be thrown in as a contribution to the consideration of the truth of the matter. 3, to keep the tone of the speech calm and uninsistent. 4, not to mind at all if others are heated and dispute, but remain quiet and undisturbed, and yourself speak only what can help things to be smooth again. If there is gossip about others and harsh criticism, not to join, for these things are helpful in no way and only lower the consciousness from its higher level. 6, to avoid all that would hurt or wound others. And then I'll just quickly summarize this. 1, speak always with a conscious control. 2, only say what is necessary and helpful. 3, avoid all debate, dispute, or too animated discussion. 4, do not insist that you are right and others are wrong. 5, keep the tone of your speech calm